What's up, Hedgehog Maniacs and Doki Fanatics? Sonic 17 here. I'm back with more Doki Doki Love and Literature, which is a mod for Doki Doki Literature Club. The last time you guys saw me play this, MC had to go into town to get the ingredients needed to help bake the cupcakes with Natsuki. And while he was in town, he ran into Yuri and they chit-chat a little bit. But that's not what I'm talking about now. Well, in case you guys did see the ending of that video, it was a suicide note from the bun at the end. That still has me very uneasy right now. I just hope it does not occur, because like I said, it does occur in the main game, and sorry for the spoiler, but just seeing that never gets easier. But for now, it's time to dive in, and let's do it to it. Here we go. Chapter 10, Sayori Sunrise. Morning of the festival. The bright chorus of the native white-eyed birds fill the damp morning air. Dew clings to my window, rolling down the window pane in parallel lines and pulling up the little puddles on my windowsill. Soft orchestra music plays from my phone, still hooked up to its charger on my desk. I stared into my bathroom mirror, adjusting my hair with a comb ever so slightly. Last night, I stayed up cleaning and ironing my uniform out to make sure it was absolutely perfect and ready for the day. It's Monday, the morning of the festival. Monica had texted the group chat earlier that she was already at school helping out the student council with their preparations for everyone's booths. She had specifically requested that each of us show up on time this morning and come to the foyer to assist, mentioning she already had us for excuse for first period. It was 7:19 a.m. I'm sorry if I'm sounding like this right now. I'm worried. My playlist shuffles, switching to a slightly cheery piano tune. I listen, busying myself with brushing my teeth and getting ready for the day. My mind swirls with the still fresh memories of yesterday. Natsuki came over as expected. We had spent almost the entire day together, laughing and experimenting with bacon and enjoying each other's presence. The kitchen is a mess of dirty bowls, spilled flour, and plastic bags with colorful frosting. In one corner sits a gigantic pink mantle full of Natsuki's homemade recipes. The binder opened up to a random page of her cupcake section. The small mixer that Natsuki had brought in her duffel bag sit plugged up next to it. The mixer wasn't big enough to mix all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times over. Natsuki stands next to me, leaning over to get a full view of my work. Is this a flashback of yesterday? I think so. A gigantic bowl filled with the main batch of cupcake batter lays before me, along with a few small bowls. Natsuki points at the bowl. Okay, so take the batter and start pouring them into bowls. Immediately, I set out the 5 bowls next to each other. I carefully grabbed the main batter bowl with both hands and slowly poured an even amount of batter into them. Good. Now put a few drops of coloring into there. I quickly take one of the bottles of food coloring and squirt a few drops into the batter. I repeat the process for the other 4 bottles.
Now risk it.
I grab the wrist and start to swirl the battle around. I repeat the process with the other 4 battles. Natsuki pauses.
Alright, let's move on. Let's move on to the icing.
Natsuki turns to face the counter behind us, where all the icing supplies are sitting. Another set of bowls awaits, with various icings already poured inside. She walks up to the counter and grabs the whisker and hands it to me.
Okay, now start to risk it.
Natsuki watches me whisk the icing for about 20 seconds, soaking in my every movement. I feel like I'm being interrogated for murder. I know it's my favorite Doki, but I just can't help the concern for Sayori. She frowns at me and I feel an icy heat crawl up my neck. I definitely messed up somehow. She clears her throat.
Why are you doing it like that?
I pause. Like what? I respond hesitantly. She gives me a look.
Why are you doing it so slow? I'll be here all night if you're doing it at that pace.
I feel a hot wave of embarrassment wash over me. Sorry, I just... I stutter, lost for a response. Natsuki scuffs and makes a motion for me to move aside. I do so.
Zayax, you can't be so gentle with it.
She picks up the bowl I was whisking and grabs the whisk.
You gotta
With ferocity, she starts to aggressively whisk the icing.
really beat the crap out of it. Just beat it till it's down to a silk.
She continues to deliberately beat it, a feverishly focused look on her face. I take a step back, anticipating disaster. Speckles of icing start to dot her apron. Natsuki, you might want to... Without warning, the bowl slips from her hand in almost canonical fashion. Natsuki yelps as the bowl flies in the air and dumps the entirety of its contents onto me. My face, neck, and apron are coated in the half-beaten blue icing. Maybe you should have kept your mouth shut, MC. For a second, the two of us stand in silent shock. Natsuki's hands cover her face, red with embarrassment.
Zayax,
Slowly, I lift my finger up and scoop some of the icing from my face and bring it to my mouth. The most amazingly sweet and delectable flavor stands in my mouth. Well, at least it tastes good. Still, I mean, I know this is cowering my concern, but it is nice. Natsuki sputters and breaks out into a shaky laughter. She covers her mouth with her hands, trying to stop herself. I join in on the laughter, slowly wiping away the icing with my hands.
shut, dummy. Shut up, dummy.
After I got cleaned up, it took me 2 showers to get the smell of blueberry icing out of my hair. We finished up with the bacon and put the trays in the oven to cook. Natsuki seemed especially proud of my work overall, which made me especially happy. When the cupcakes were finished, I helped her with the actual decorating. The idea she had was to spell out a word onto each cupcake with icing, so each guest could find a word they like and choose a cupcake based on that. After about a half hour, we had made 50 perfect cute little cupcakes packed up in plastic containers and ready for tomorrow. After that, we sort of lazed around up in my room, not sure what to do next. As Natsuki told me, there was an anime adaptation of Parfait Girls, which I was immediately curious to see. I ordered some pizza to split, with Natsuki end up eating more than I did. For the rest of the night, we just laid out on my bed and watched the first season, with promises to finish it later on some day. When it started getting dark, her dad came by and picked her up, and that ended the night. Wait. I thought Natsuki's dad was strict or something. I don't know. It was so pleasant. Just being around her, listening to her animatedly talk about how loyal the Parfait Girls anime was to the source material. We talked about school, the literature club, about our plans for the winter break. We made plans to hang out again like this sometime during the break, and about our favorite mangas. I wonder what she's doing right now, I think to myself. Probably getting ready for her day, I imagine. She had asked me to keep the cupcake containers at my house overnight, which seemed unusual to do, but I went along with it anyway. Maybe I should text her. My alarm interrupts my phone's playlist, meaning it's time to call Sayori to wake her up. I got a bad feeling about this. I unplugged my phone from its charger, dialed Sayori's number, and hold my phone to my ear. 30 seconds of ringing follows. I end the call and redial. This time, the call immediately hangs up. I do not like this. I frown and open my messaging app. I tap Sayori's icon to start the type. Coming over. I hit send and shove my phone back into my pocket. I head downstairs, grab my keys, and head out the door. In a few minutes, I approach Sayori's house. I open the gate and walk up to a door. I knock, and there's a pause. It's Sayori's dad. It's Soka. Who is it? I immediately recognize the voice. It was Mr. Ahsoka, Sayori's father. I shift a little. Even years later, he's still as intimidating as when I was a kid. He usually was the one to oversee Sayori and I's play dates, and he always seemed a little more watchful of me than Sayori, making sure I didn't do anything to embarrass or hurt his daughter. Which makes sense in a way. Sanyex, Sayori's friend. From down the street? He pauses. Are you here to walk her to school? Yes. I desperately answer. Come in then. I turn the knob to the door and head inside. Mr. Ahsoka doesn't even look at me, but tells me to head up to her room. I swallow, still a bit nervous from the encounter. I start to walk up the staircase to Sayori's room. Various photos of Sayori and her family, her wide smile adorning them all, decorate the walls. The photos are all very candid, set out in a picnic or a park or a zoo or whatever. In almost all the photos featuring a young Sayori, I recognize my younger self with her. I slowly approach her bedroom door. Sayori? I tap my knuckle on the door. No response. Oh no. Don't be this. I try again, a little harder. Sayori, it's me, Sanyex! I hear a light, surprised squeak, but sound almost constricted. Oh no. No. No mistaking it was Sayori. Sayori, are you okay? I say, worry creeping up my spine. I jiggle the doorknob. Locked. A low gurgling sound emanates from Sayori's room, painful and drawn out. A sound no human should naturally make. I feel myself start to panic. I knock on the door again, jiggling the doorknob. Sayori! I repeat, feel taking hold of me. What's going on? Downstairs, I hear Mr. Ahsoka call out, his voice still intimidating me. Everything okay? Fear locks my voice, unable to speak. Pomodoro panic takes over my body, my heart, and my thoughts. I start to slam up against the door, trying to break it down. My hands are shaking, clenching in my fists as my body rocks the door. The doorknob jiggles, the lock staying in place. What the hell's going on up there? Sayori? I hear footsteps moving downstairs, starting their way up the stairs. Muffled, I can hear quick gasps of air. From beyond the door, a choked voice. Sayori's! Oh no! 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 With all my strength, I bust down the door. Oh my god! Oh my god. I can't comprehend with my eyes behold me! Hanging from a thick, flying from Sayori, her head tilted at an unnatural angle. The wolf dangling her wrist precariously in the air. Her chest is half exposed, her nightgown unbuttoned, slightly and drooping off her shoulder. A desk chair is knocked over her bare feet, flinging aimlessly in space. Her eyes were cloudy and bleak, the blue I know washed out. Desperately, she claws at the rope around her neck. Blood oozes from her hands and dribbles down her arms, little droplets stain her shirt. Sunlight streaming through in her open window and reflected on her body. It gave her an angelic glow, but for all the horrifyingly wrong reasons. Her eyes bulge out of horror and fear of my presence. A limp arm reaches out to me. She attempts to speak. Sadix! Help! Her eyes flutter closed. To be continued.
おはよう。こんにちは。こんばんは。いつ見てるかわからないから挨拶全部。毎日お仕事してくれてありがとうございます。起きてってば。
Hey guys, what's up? Now, if you're wondering if there's gonna be any more love and literature on this channel, it's uncertain right now. Because as soon as I got done with that recording, there was a post on Reddit saying that the work on this mod has been discontinued. So I don't know if there's gonna be any more love and literature, but if there's gonna be any more, I will finish it up in and everything for you guys. But like I said, seeing Sayori in that position, it never gets easier. And I hate to end it like that. But it is what it is, unfortunately. SonyaX17 signing out. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you guys later. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know down below what you think. Also, if you want to see more of my content, hit that subscribe button and check out what you see here on the screen. Can you stop doing that pose, Monica?